welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so if you run a local business, maybe something like a tour guide operation, you know your reputation is everything.
Absolutely. It's all about that personal connection, the great story.
Like that rapport, and word of mouth is gold. But just relying on your memory or sheer luck to get repeat business and referrals, it just doesn't scale, does it?
No, not at all. And we see this all the time. You hit the busy season, and suddenly following up with guests, it becomes this admin nightmare that just gets dropped.
Exactly. That's the administrative graveyard we talked about.
And that's the core challenge, you know? It's a huge pain point for these small and medium-sized businesses, the SMBs, especially in tourism.
They're trying to give this amazing personal experience to, hundreds of people sometimes, manually.
Yeah, and it's practically impossible to sustain. So our deep dive today is really about digging into how they're cracking this scalability nut.
Okay.
We're looking at how they're using these newer, pretty accessible AI and automation tools. The goal is to deliver that sort of white glove, big brand feel.
But crucially, on a budget a small business can actually handle.
Exactly. That's the key.
And our sources, they dive deep into, 5 specific platforms? Make.com, OpenAI.
Right. Make.com for the workflow automation, OpenAI for the AI smarts writing analysis.
Notion for keeping everything organized, notes, data.
Yep. A central brain, basically.
Okay.
Then Cloudinary for managing all the photos and video.
And Appify. That's for building custom apps, right? Like loyalty programs.
Precisely. And the sources show how linking these up synchronizes all the data. It creates these really seamless, almost intuitive customer experiences.
It sounds like a digital workforce almost.
That's a great way to put it. It's like having an assistant who never forgets to send that follow-up email, so the actual tour guide can just focus on the tour.
Okay, let's start with that foundation. You mentioned word of mouth. Historically vital, but flawed.
Structurally flawed, yeah. It just wasn't consistent enough for predictable growth. Referrals were kind of random.
And loyalty was fragile. Like once the tour is over, out of sight, out of mind.
Pretty much. There wasn't a systematic, data-driven way to nurture that relationship after they left.
Which is why this integration piece is so important now.
Totally. Because
Right.
building custom software like a CRM or a loyalty system used to be this massive, expensive project. Only the big chains could really afford it.
Right.
But now, these tools, especially something like Make.com acting as the glue, let smaller operators build their own kind of bespoke digital systems.
Okay, but I have to jump in here. For someone running tours, hearing about 5 different platforms, Make, Notion, Appify. Doesn't that sound like swapping admin overload for, tech overload?
That's a really fair question, and it's where things have changed significantly.
How so?
These are largely no-code or low-code platforms. Make.com, for example, it uses a visual interface. You're dragging and dropping to connect apps. It replaces that manual copy-pasting.
Okay, so less coding, more connecting the dots.
Exactly. And Notion isn't some complex database you need a degree for. It's more like a super flexible workspace. It holds notes, yes, but also SOPs, scripts, and critically, that customer history.
So, if Notion is the brain holding the data, and Make.com is like the hands moving it around, where does the personal bit come in? The magic.
Okay, that's largely OpenAI. That's the AI doing the smart stuff, generating really personalized text, understanding language nuances and feedback.
And Appify.
Appify lets you build simple apps. Your customers actually use maybe a booking portal or that loyalty tracker again without needing to be a programmer.
And Cloudinary just handles the images.
Yeah, think of it as a smart media library. It makes sure the right photo at the right size is ready for wherever you need it, email, social, whatever. It just takes care of it.
So the combo helps streamline things and gives you actual insights into your customers. It makes sense, especially if you're drowning in admin.
Precisely, without needing a dedicated data scientist on staff.
Okay, let's zero in on maybe the biggest win. Automating that follow-up in the referral request. You mentioned the busy season fail.
Yeah, it's classic. You're slammed, tours are back-to-back.
And those thank you emails, the requests for reviews or referrals, they just don't happen.
Right, you miss that perfect moment, that golden opportunity when the guest is still buzzing from the great experience.
So automation ensures you hit that window every single time.
Every time. So the system works like this. Make.com watches the customer database, which might live in Notion or an Appify CRM.
Okay.
When a trigger happens, like tour completed, boom, it kicks off an automated email sequence.
But, those generic thanks for your business emails, they feel so impersonal. They can almost kill the good vibe, can't they?
Totally agree. And that's where the sources highlight this content twist. Yes, the email is automated, but the text isn't just a template.
How's it different?
OpenAI generates it, but it's not starting from scratch. It's dynamically pulling context from Notion.
Like what kind of context?
Okay, so instead of just "thanks for coming," it might pull the guide's actual name, maybe mention the specific weather that day, "hope you enjoyed the sunshine on the city walk," or even reference a little detail or story from the guide's script for that tour, because the script is also stored in Notion.
Ah, I see. So it weaves together these little data points to create something that feels unique? Like the guide actually took a minute to write it just for me.
That's exactly it. It feels personal. That's the kind of personalization that actually builds loyalty.
And does it stop there? Or is there more to the automation?
Oh, it gets smarter.
Yeah.
Here's the key part for referrals. The system monitors sentiment.
Sentiment. You mean like if the feedback is positive?
Exactly. If a guest leaves, say, a 5-star review, or uses really positive language in a feedback form, the AI picks up on that rave feedback.
Okay.
Then, maybe a day or two later, the system automatically sends a second email. This one's different. It might subtly ask for a referral or offer a discount for a friend, and the language it uses is tailored to reflect the guest's own positive tone.
Wow, that's clever. You're striking while the iron is hot, leveraging that peak satisfaction, but without relying on someone remembering to do it manually.
Precisely. No positive feedback opportunity gets missed.
Okay, let's dig into loyalty a bit more. Repeat business isn't just about remembering my name right. It's about knowing why I liked the first tour and suggesting something else I might enjoy. Contextual personalization.
Absolutely. And this is where Notion really shines as that central brain constantly gathering context.
How does it gather it?
Every time a customer interacts, maybe they book via Appify, email support, mention something on social media, Make.com syncs that info straight into their Notion record.
So did they mention dietary needs? Are they into history? Do they love a specific guide last time? It's all there.
It's all there. So when that customer comes back, maybe browsing the website or opening the app, the operator doesn't have to guess. They see the history at a glance.
Which means they can suggest things proactively.
Exactly. Instead of just blasting everyone about the new spring schedule, they send you a targeted offer. Like, hey, since you loved the historical details on the city walk, here's 10% off our new hidden architecture tour.
That feels much more relevant. Makes me way more likely to book again.
Significantly increases the odds, yeah. Because the offer feels like it was chosen just for you.
Now, beyond getting repeat bookings, what about improving the actual tours? If lots of people mention the same small issue, can AI help spot that?
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the really powerful uses of OpenAI's language analysis that the sources highlight. It can sift through huge amounts of unstructured text comments, reviews, support tickets.
Stuff a human might struggle to see patterns in?
Exactly.
What?
It spots emerging themes.
Give me an example. What kind of theme might it catch?
Okay, so maybe a human sees a few scattered comments about a boat tour being a bit fast. The AI, though, analyzes all the feedback and might flag that, say, 35% of guests on the Coastal Explorer tour used words like choppy, bumpy, too fast, or even seasick in their comments over the last month.
Ah, so it identifies a potential systemic issue, not just isolated complaints.
Right, it flags it for management. Maybe they need to adjust the route on windy days or brief the captain on pacing.
Or the flip side, positive trends.
Definitely. It might notice that one specific guide, let's call her Sarah, consistently gets feedback mentioning her amazing energy or incredible local stories.
And that tells the operator.
Put Sarah on the premium tours. Feature her in marketing photos. Leverage that strength. It allows for constant data-driven optimization of the service, not just relying on gut feeling.
That's really powerful. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Section 4 in our notes. Social proof and how loyalty programs actually work in this system. Rapport gets the first booking, maybe?
Yeah.
What keeps the buzz going? Good photos, easy rewards.
You nailed it. Social proof today is highly visual. People want to share great photos and videos.
But guides taking photos, then editing, resizing, watermarking. That takes time they often don't have.
Exactly. That's where Cloudinary integrated with Make.com is a game changer. Guides can just upload their raw, high-res photos or video clips straight from their phone.
And Make.com tells Cloudinary what to do with them.
Yep.
It automates the boring stuff. Resize for Instagram, optimize for the website, add a subtle company watermark, maybe even create a personalized online gallery link just for that specific guest or group.
Wow. So what used to take, 20, 30 minutes per guest?
Happens automatically, almost instantly. And because the guest gets those great-looking shareable photos so quickly?
They're much more likely to post them right away while they're still excited.
Exactly. It fuels that word-of-mouth engine much faster, turns the customer into an instant advocate, basically.
An unpaid marketer, love it. Okay, and loyalty. How does Appify make the rewards part better?
Appify is about making the loyalty program tangible and super easy for the customer to use. Instead of just tracking points somewhere vague, non-technical teams can use Appify's no-code tools to build a simple, branded app.
What does the app do?
It can handle bookings, sure, but it also visibly tracks their loyalty points, which are synced from Notion, of course. And crucially, it lets them see and redeem referral bonuses or special offers right there on their phone.
So no more digging through emails for promo codes. Exactly. It removes the friction, makes the rewards feel real and immediate. That boosts engagement significantly.
Okay, this is all starting to click. Let's try to visualize the whole thing. Take that example from the sources, the Historic City Walking Tour Company. Walk us through one guest journey, let's call her, Amelia.
Okay, Amelia. She finishes her walking tour. That completion gets logged automatically in Notion.
Right.
Instantly, Make.com sees that. It triggers two parallel actions. First, it tells Cloudinary, hey, process the photos from Amelia's specific tour group, watermark them, create a gallery link.
Okay, photos getting ready. What's the second action?
Second, Make.com triggers OpenAI to generate that personalized follow-up email. It pulls Amelia's guide's name, maybe mentions that unexpected rain shower they had, references a cool fact from the tour script.
So Amelia gets this really personal-sounding email pretty quickly, maybe with a link to her photos.
Exactly. Now, let's say Amelia replies or clicks a feedback link and leaves a glowing 5-star comment.
What happens then?
OpenAI analyzes the sentiment, sees rave review, flags Amelia in Notion as a potential advocate.
So the system knows she's really happy.
Yep. Then Make.com waits maybe a day or two and sends Amelia a different, specialized follow-up, not asking for a review she already gave, but maybe inviting her via a link to their little Appify portal to join an advocate club.
What does the advocate club get her?
Maybe a bigger discount on her next booking and an even better incentive if she successfully refers a friend who books.
And the key thing here, all of this, the photo processing, the personalized emails, the sentiment analysis, the targeted referral offer, it all happened automatically.
Completely automatically. While the tour guide was probably already leading the next group.
So the outcome is less admin burden on the staff.
Zero admin burden for this part.
And yet a much more effective feedback loop and referral engine.
Precisely. It's about maximizing the lifetime value and the referral potential of every single happy customer efficiently.
And there's actual data on the results.
Yeah, the industry analysis mentioned in our sources is pretty compelling. Operators using this kind of integrated AI-driven automation are seeing repeat booking rates up to 25% higher.
25%, that's huge for a small business's bottom line.
It's massive, and it's happening because those follow-ups and requests are timely, they're relevant, and crucially, they feel personal, even though they're automated.
It really does seem like this tech stack levels the playing field. A small local tour company can genuinely offer a customer journey that feels as smooth and attentive as, a giant travel corporation.
Without the giant corporation's overhead, that's the point. It democratizes that high-touch service.
The differentiator isn't just budget anymore. It's about being smart in connecting these tools.
It's about ingenuity and integration, absolutely.
Okay, so wrapping this up, for anyone listening who runs an experience-based business and feels stuck relying on luck for growth, what are the key takeaways from this deep dive?
Well, first, you've really got to audit your current customer journey. Where are those touch points where follow-up gets missed or where the communication just feels generic and impersonal? Find the leaks.
Okay, identify the problems. Then
start looking at workflow automation, something like Make.com, to be the engine connecting your different systems. Your booking platform, your email, your feedback tool. Get the data flowing automatically.
And leverage AI. Like OpenAI.
Yes, but think beyond just basic copywriting. Use it to analyze sentiment and feedback, and critically to pull those specific details from your customer records to make every single automated message feel hyper-personalized. Ditch the generic blasts.
Make sense? What else?
Get your visual assets managed centrally. Use something like Cloudinary, automated by Make.com, to make sharing great photos effortless and instant. Turn customers into marketers.
And build those loyalty programs people can actually use easily.
Right. Use a no-code builder like Appify to create a simple app or portal where rewards are visible, trackable, and easy to redeem. Reduce the friction.
And finally,
pay attention to the insights the AI surfaces. Regularly review the themes it identifies from customer feedback. Address the pain points it finds, and double down on what people love. Use it for continuous improvement.
It really feels like the sources are saying this isn't just a nice-to-have anymore, especially in the experience economy. It's becoming essential for sustainable growth for smaller players.
I think that's exactly right. Which brings us to that final provocative thought we wanted to leave everyone with.
Okay.
Sustainable growth, moving forward, it seems like it's less about just working longer hours or having a massive ad budget. It's really about the smart, integrated use of this kind of accessible automation.
Because it frees you up.
It frees operators up to focus 100% on what they do best, delivering that amazing, unforgettable core experience, while the technology works quietly, diligently in the background.
Turning every happy guest into a potential lifelong advocate.
Exactly. So the question to ask yourself is, looking at your own customer journey, what crucial part of building that relationship could technology start nurturing silently and perfectly, starting maybe even tomorrow?